Hi, it's Nonsense Nickel. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do part 2 of finding the MBTI of the Amazing Digital Circus characters. So let's just get right on into it, starting with Kinger. I've typed him as an INFJ. His dominant function is introverted intuition. His worldview is based on, the relationships between other things. Also, when we watch him, give advice to people, like Ragatha and Pomni, he just seems to intuitively know things, if that makes sense. He has extroverted feeling. He's making decisions based on the values of other people. He draws connections from the information that he already has and creates a worldview, but he makes decisions based on the value of others. You can see that from what he remembers about his company. He comes up with all these ideas. He figures out how to conjure and alter Kane. Seems just like a very introverted intuition thing, if that makes sense. He's also just great at giving advice, which shows his use of FE. So his functions are NI, and then SE. Alright, next up, Zubul. I've typed Zubul as an INTJ. Dominant NI had an abstract goals, they're idealistic, and they're not ready to give up on leaving. I think that they have extroverted thinking, they're making decisions based on the changing world around them. Like Kinger, Zubul's often giving advice to people, but I feel like their advice is more oriented on extroverted thinking, they're trying to change the things around them, and that includes the people, versus Kinger's just doing it based on his own values. Zubul also uses FI, decisions based on their own inner values. They never participate in any of these adventures. Next up, Gangle. I think Gangle, she's INFP, dominant introverted feeling. She's making decisions based on her own values. I think she uses NE with tons of abstract ideas. She's very creative. And introverted sensing. She understands her past experiences and the feelings tied to them and then using them to make future decisions, although not as much as she uses her extroverted intuition. So functions are FI, NE, SI, and then TE. Alright, next up, Gummy Goo. I think he's an ISTP. He uses introverted thinking. He's evaluating things based on his own inner logic. He uses extroverted sensing. He's collecting physical information based on the world around him. I think he has a judging function first based on how people-oriented he is. And, he's evaluating things based on that inner logic and then collecting physical information about the world around him. He tells his friends what to do. He's very aware of his surroundings, I'd put it. Alright, so his functions are TI, SE, NI, and then FE. Kane is an ENTP. He definitely uses extroverted intuition. He's always jumping from thing to thing. He's coming up with new ideas, which makes sense because he is a creative AI. He uses TI. He's making decisions based on his own inner logic, and I think this is why he can't understand why the cast wants to leave and doesn't enjoy the adventures. And then he uses FE because he's trying to get everyone in the circus to like him, and he's making decisions based on their values. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. But leave a comment if you disagree on anything. I'd love to hear your opinions. Okay, bye.